So I was just looking down off this ridge into this meadow, and with a very disappointed tone I said, "Oh, no bear, no goats. I've been looking for more bear and more goats for weeks." And there's the bear. Like right after I said that, Carol goes, "Hey, there's a bear." He's got his back to us, though. Oh, now he's looking right at us. I don't think he wants to come uphill any more than we like to go uphill. He's enjoying blueberries. Have a nice breakfast, Mr. Bear. Love in the distance between you and us. Today is day 171 for hiking home for shelter. I know yesterday I said it was 169, and I thought today was going to be 170, that we'd finish on 170, but I don't know, somewhere I lost count. We are at the highest point before the border. We've climbed, our campsite was at 2,600 feet last night, and we're at 7,100 and change this morning. My last day of hiking is devoted to the victims. I've been so uplifted and rewarded and surprised and pleased with all the donations and saying that I'm hiking for the victims. But so much of it was focused on the hike, and that was pretty hard for me. And then again, so much of it was focused on trying to get the funds up. Well, it looks like we've done it. I've reached the top, the highest of the trail before the end, and you've helped me reach the top of my goal. 25,000 for victims of domestic violence. It's going to do such great things. Thank you so much. We have to descend now. We have to go back down to almost sea level at the border, and I'll see you there. I meant to start this at 10. I want to do a countdown to the border, a mileage countdown. So it's not 10, but it's 7! Only 7 miles to Canada! 6 miles to go! To go! Woo!
Come on, we can't go away. We don't need that.
4 miles to go!
We could be free by ourselves.
Okay, now take 2. Hang on.
We don't need that.
3 more miles! 2 miles to go! Only 2? Only 2. Wow! One last mile to go. This is so awesome! And I have decided the whole day today, my last day on the PCT, on the American side anyway. Well, that is the PCT. On the Canadian side, it's something else. And the whole day has been devoted to the victims, which was kind of a somber devotion, but I felt necessary. But this last mile is dedicated to the 3 brave souls who came out west, put their lives on hold to see me, keep me company, and give the PCT a little try for themselves. So that means you trying. That's my friend Claire Laughlin, and she came down to the Palmdale area and hiked every day for 5 days on the PCT, a little bit each day. Then there was Rookie, that's my real estate buddy, Melanie Pierce from London, Ontario, and of course my honey, who came and spent my birthday week with me and did his best to hike the PCT, coining his name, Wow. Well, you three are definitely wow to me, and Gord, of course, well, you're the wow of my heart. And now I am going to hike this last mile joyfully, light-footedly, in between the aches and pains, and with gratitude to all. See you at the finish.
Last mile to the terminus. PCT, baby!
Oh, yeah! Welcome to Canada! We're here! Holy crap! We did it! We're here! And another hiker's here too.
Hey.
Woo! Oh, I gotta hug the Canadian side. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. Oh, yay! Oh, Canada, I love you forever. Okay, so finally I can announce it. We raised since last September to this September for shelters across Canada, and in my local shelter, Collingwood, my friend's house is going to get over $25,000.
Oh, yeah!
Thank you to everybody who contributed, especially everybody. And all the other thank yous will come later. For now, where is it? We gotta celebrate. Hello, everybody. I'm home! Yes, home sweet home in Collingwood, Ontario. I just want to say a few words to close this all out for one final time, but I wanted to be sure that I said what I wanted to say, covered what I want to cover, and so I've written it down. So please excuse me for reading this, but it's just the best way that I can do it without botching it up completely. So here we go. 5.5 months, 23 weeks, 171 days. No matter how I count it, this final video is drawing the greatest adventure and the toughest challenge of my life to a bittersweet conclusion. As I leave the beauty and, yes, the pain of the PCT behind me, I really am looking forward to what lies ahead. On March 26th of this year, 2019, I even surprised myself that I was happily embarking on a grueling trek that would turn out to break me down completely into absolute pieces of devastating loneliness and self-doubt. But eventually, that same experience would build me up to the greatest of heights and strength, where my heart would be singing for joy hundreds of times a day throughout the coming months. On September 14th, 2019, that emotional roller coaster of what turned out to be the most natural of journeys for me was complete. That was the day that I left my rugged and beloved Pacific Crest Trail and walked into the outstretched arms of loving friends, family, and colleagues. I had trekked 3,000 kilometers for those whose homes are torn apart by domestic violence, while I myself returned home to peace, love, and safety. Hiking Home for Shelter's trek may be over, but I will now begin a different journey, one of advocacy and education. This project may have begun as a one-off campaign, but I really feel that I've now been called to a second phase of it. And that is to take this experience and share it with those who struggle in their own lives and homes against abuse and oppression. I now have a story to tell, and it's a doozy. In doing so, I will continue to raise funds and awareness for those who suffer in their own homes and need to take advantage or make use of their local shelter. So if you have a group that you think might benefit from my presentation, Hiking Home for Shelter, my 171-day adventure to end domestic violence, please feel free to reach out to me and we can chat about setting it up and customizing the content to suit your audience. I couldn't have completed this trek. I couldn't have even started this hike without the amazing support I received from my family and so many others. For your encouragement, for your donations, your watching the videos, your dialogue with others to spread the word about domestic violence, thank you. The role that your belief in me played when I was at my lowest of faith in myself on the trail, honestly, it was absolutely priceless. Besides my faith in God, you were the #1 source of strength in me not just surviving, but conquering this feat. The generosity that you demonstrated both in spirit and financially totally blew me away. The interest that you took in my trek and fundraising campaign bolstered my confidence on the trail, which now gives me the courage to go out into our communities in the future and keep this discussion about this topic alive. And finally, to my dear mate for life, Gord, my husband. He was not just my most rock-solid cheerleader and my video editor. Sorry, honey, I really had no idea how much work that was going to take when I got you to sign on as the editor. So I appreciate that. But he he's a role model for men everywhere. Perfect? Not so much. But who is? But he demonstrates respect for women always. He personifies what it means to be a true gentleman, and without him, there is no way that I could do what I do. So for you, my love, thank you. So these videos are here to stay. Please share them as you see fit, comment, and watch them again and again. You may not, but feel free to watch them again if you like. If you stay tuned long enough, you may just see another long distance hike in the making. There's the Bruce Trail, the Oregon Coast Trail, and if you recall, I did have to skip a big chunk of the PCT, and I never have been one to leave a project incomplete. That's 1,000 kilometers of the Sierra Nevada region, and it awaits. After all, the mountains are calling, and so I must go. This is Diddley, signing off.